On October 1, 1996, the state, known today as Ebonyi, the salt of the nation, was created by former military president, late General Sani Abacha, following series of agitations by the then foremost Founding Fathers Forum, led by late Dr. Akanibiam and His Excellency Chief Martin Elechi. Since its creation in 1996, Ebonyi has been blessed with good leaders who have at their time addressed one peculiar problem of the state or the other. Under the military regime, the state had been governed by retired Navy Commander Walter Aye Fayabo and Simeon Odoye, who both worked hard to prepare ground for the state's eventual transformation. Under the civilian rule, the state had been governed by Dr. Sam Ominyi Egu between 1999 to 2007, while a foremost founding father, Chief Martin Elechi, held sway between 2007 to 2015. The third civilian governor, Engineer Umahi, reigned between 2015 to May 29, 2023. Among other things, Dr. Sam Egu's administration introduced and sustained free education at the basic and senior secondary education, while the Chief Martin Elechi administration restored boarding system of education, built over 30 bridges of unity, and constructed the multi-million naira Oferekwe water scheme. The engineer David Nweso Mahi administration focused on infrastructural development before handing over power on May 29, 2023 to Governor Francis Nwifuru. Right Honorable Francis Nwifuru, the former Speaker of the State House of Assembly, became fourth executive governor following overwhelming victory in the March 18 gubernatorial election. Since his swearing in, Right Honorable Nwifuru has left no stone unturned in addressing the yearnings and aspirations of Ebonyi citizens.
This with utmost humility and gratitude to God Almighty, that I stand before you today to say thank you from the fiber of my being, soul and spirit. I sincerely welcome you to this great occasion. To those who contested the primary election with me, I thank you sincerely, my own father in the Lord, Sir Architect Edward Okwego, and the Lady of Faith, my own mother, Chief Mrs. Okwego, that is here, and your dear beautiful daughter. Thank you very much. I say a very handsome thank you to all.
Some of the governor's imprint within the short period in office include recruitment of 195 health personnel to man the 13 general hospitals in the state, increment of workers' salary by 10,000 naira, release of outstanding subvention to Ebonyi State University, increment of subvention to Ebonyi State University from 150 million naira to 200 million naira monthly, regular payment of salary to EPSU workers, approval for payment of tuition fees by students of Ebonyi State University in installments, payment of bursary to law students of Ebonyi State origin, commencement of fertilizer production at State Fertilizer Production Factory, Abakaliki, automation of the state's budgetary system, ongoing asphalting of the runway of the Wilberforce Chuba Okadebo International Airport on Eke, payment of arrears of salaries to workers of the Wilberforce Chuba Okadebo International Airport on Eke, procurement and distribution of 13,000 bags of fertilizer to rural farmers, concerted efforts towards revival of Nkaleke Hatchery, payment of 100 million naira counterpart funds to IFAD Value Chain for participation in IFAD Value Chain Agric Program, successful launch of 2023 World Season Program and provision of farm inputs like herbicide, rice cassava stem, fertilizers, etc. Appointment of square pegs as senior special assistants and special assistants on internal security, release of 1 billion naira for empowerment of 500 Ebonians doing hawking in major cities of Nigeria to to the tune of 2 million naira each. Approval for distribution of 100,000 bags of rice and 2 billion naira to Ebonyans as palliatives to cushion the effects of the fuel subsidy removal. Ongoing revitalization of the building materials company in Ezangbo. Full payment of cost for the revival of the pipe production factory in Ezangbo. Revitalization of Ezilo and Oferekwe water schemes and restoration of potable water supply to Abakaliki. Approval for revitalization of the pulverization plant in Umuara. Restoration of peace between Effium and Ezaifium, Isinko and Abomeke, Amana and Ohanku communities earlier ravaged by crisis and stoppage of carnages in the area. Restoration of peace in Okwereka, Ebonyi local government area, Enyemagalego, Edufo Peke, Ndufa Likiko, Erumogudu Kingdom in Ikwo local government area, Amana in Eza South local government area, Ojegbe and Agotu in Ishelu local government area, Otikantebo and Umodida in Onitsha local government area, Amasri and Akboha in Afikpo local government area, as well as signing of peace agreement between Ameze and Izo communities in Ishelu and Effium and Ezaifium in Ohuku local government area. Ongoing construction of 140 bungalow housing units for Izo and Ameze communities in Ishelu local government area. Displaced by the recent Ezilo crisis, construction of Obubra Junction to Oferekwe, Ikwo Road, 41 km. Construction of Ovudechi, Ijogo Road, 19 km. Construction of Oferekwe Agbaja Internal Road, 33 km. Construction of Isheke Odomoke Ekebeligwe Isohumori Road, 12.802 km. Construction of Ezegu Ezilo Road, 21.4 km. Construction of Ebonyi Agro Dealers Market Road on Ebonyi, 1.3 km. Construction of Ogbenyi Road off Ndibe Beach, Afikpo, 2 km. Construction of Itara Dr. Akanibiam Oyoyo Area Road, Onwana, 1.8 km. Rehabilitation of Alo Street to Unity Square Road with some spot maintenance along Mwele Street. Construction of Agbaja Ndebo Access Road, Abakaliki Local Government Area, 11.3 km. Construction of Ogbaganwofe Road, 23 km. Construction of My 50 New Layout Road, 4.5 km. Construction of Legacy FM Road. Construction of Presbyterian Church Road. Commissioning of first private radio station, Legacy 95.1 FM, Abakaliki. Approval and the release of 100 million naira for rice and cassava production in Ebonyi State. Procurement and donation of 5 SUVs to Catholic Mission in Ebonyi State for evangelism. Procurement and donation of 1 SUV to Ebonyi son, MC Water, for his world record in stand-up comedy. Sponsorship of the Governor's Inter-Local Government Football Competition. Presentation of staff of office to 4 traditional rulers, namely His Royal Highness Eze Augustine Mbamwamini of Ndebo Ezanyimego in Izi Local Government Area, His Royal Highness Eze Chinedu Michel Nwankwo of Ogboji Ezego in Ishele Local Government Area, His Royal Highness Eze Boniface Nwabangwangbu of Ijunuhu in Abakaliki Local Government Area, and His Royal Highness Eze Ewa Oji of Nguzeda in Eda Local Government Area. Regular payment of workers' salaries. Approval for full payment of outstanding pension and gratuity of retirees from 1996 to 2021. Repair of malfunctioning street lights and transformers in parts of Abakaliki and environs to boost nightlife and city security. Payment of 15 million naira medical bill for kidney patient Miss Chidera Aja from Ivo Local Government Area. Restructure of the state judicial system from retributive justice system to restorative system. Signing into law the following human interest bills. Ebonyi State Rural Access Roads Authority Law, 2023 Law Number 006 of 2023, Small and Medium Scale Enterprises Development Agency, Law Number 004 of 2023, Budgetary and Allied Matters Commission Law, Law Number 005 of 2023, ongoing recruitment of 1,454 Ebonyans into the civil service of the state, ongoing upgrade of the Chuba Akadigbo International Airport on Eke, sponsorship of education stakeholders to understudy the education system of the Federal Republic of Rwanda for replication in Ebonyi State education system, implementation of teachers' new retirement age of 65 and 40 years of service against 60 years of age and 35 in service previously, unbundling of the Omnibus Ministry of Education into Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education as well as Ministry of Tertiary Education, approval for the upgrading of the Ebonyi State College of Education Ikwo into a University of Education, approval for the construction of modern conveniences in all the tertiary institutions in the state, sponsorship of education stakeholders to University of Salford, Rwanda, and other universities in Germany to understudy their policies for replication in Ebonyi tertiary institutions, sponsorship of campaigns against all forms of child abuse and molestation, renovation of the state cold room for safekeeping of drugs and consumables, renovation of the state's central medical store, sponsorship of fact-finding visit to the 13 general hospitals, payment of over 100 million counterpart fund for routine immunization, conceived bill for establishment of drug management agency in the state, sponsorship of critical health stakeholders to Germany and Kano State, Nigeria, to understudy their health system for replication in the state health sector, approval to procure facilities needed for accreditation to the State's College of Nursing in Uburu, digitization and automation of the Ministry of Justice with world-class case management system website, establishment of Citizens Mediation Center, establishment of a Ebonyi State multi-door courthouse in collaboration with the judiciary, creation of appeal, legal research, law reporting and ICT, as well as sexual assault and JBV response departments in the Ministry of Justice, approval for construction of duplexes for all traditional rulers of the state, approval for establishment of 3 football clubs for the 3 senatorial zones of the state, sponsorship of 4-day orientation workshop for commissioners and principal officers of government, procurement of 35 number JAC SUVs to the state judiciary for handover to magistrates in the state, approval for release of 3.8 billion naira for payment of gratuities of retirees who retired between 1996 to 2021 with effect from Thursday, September 21, 2023. Approval for release of the sum of 11 million naira to one Collins Okechukwu from Ikwo local government area as education aid to pursue a master's degree in biomedical science in the University of East London, United Kingdom. Following the unprecedented achievements of the governor within 4 months in office, Ebonyi stakeholders have this to say.
We will advise our people to continue with the same supportive inclination in the way they do things, so that the government will find its way and with the cooperation of the people, do better than we expect.
The appointment of health personnel to take control of this health sector. I felt so happy about that. And it's not just myself, there are so many people, almost everywhere. Well, you see, when people get in and you start, the way you start is important. It started with the health sector.
We have started very well in the area of education. At least a lot has paid all the areas of the staff of Ebonyi State University, which for the backlog that actually brought the reputation of the university almost zero, because people were leaving the university in droves.
My impression about the government is that they have started very well. They have identified the people's needs, what they call the charter of people's needs. And he's attacking it gradually, ranging from increment in worker salary, identifying that for the past 8 years, they have not employed even one person in the public service.
For empowerment, we are setting up a university which is titled ICT University, which means that we are trying to throw up a kind of people that will be independent, self-reliant, and by virtue of their training will not rely on government alone. This is a very good policy.
Our people should wake up and know that we are not the most developed in the Southeast or in Nigeria. What we need is cooperation to develop this state. Yeah, our parents should also wake up and ensure that they give their children proper education.
Shown and clearly indicated that he meant business from day one. And that's why we've seen him as a man, a dogged fighter, as a man who have never relented in working assiduously towards achieving his desired goal. And from the point of Christian angle, we had a very cordial relationship with the government of His Excellency. His composition and disposition over issues of the Christian body has clearly shown that he is a man of his word.
Set the ball holy since he came in. So for me, His Excellency knows where it pitches us. He knows the challenges of ordinary Ebonyi man. He knows the challenges of ordinary Ebonyi woman, children and what have you. And he has started tackling it head on.
He saw the issue of security of lives and property of Ebonyians as very important to him, as it is a very little within the southeast of the security issue. He wants that to be curbed in Ebonyi State. He did that first of all. That was the first appointment he made, to show that security is very vital to his administration.
First of all, you must have to secure the people you are governing. Then, I'm also aware that he has embarked on employment of our youths. Up to 1,000 youths will soon be employed. And if that is done, it's going to, it will be a very milestone for him and for the good people of Ebonyi State.
We thank God for giving us a young man in the person of Chief Francis Ebonyi State, the current governor of this state. He is trying. We thought that youth would have been a mess in the system. But it's like they're beating the elders hands down.
He has decided to start roads, 2-kilometer roads, if the process has started in all the wards, including the homes of Ebonyi traditional rulers.
As the governor goes about addressing the needs of the people, it is expected that Ebonyans should continue to give him the needed solidarity at all times.